Welcome back to Carlos Tercero News. I'm Ben.
And I'm Artemis.
And today we will be looking into the debate over abortion rights in Spain.
Abortion is the termination of a pregnancy by removal or expulsion of an embryo from the uterus before it develops into a fetus. Across the world, around 56 million abortions are performed each year, but only about 40% of women in the world have access to legal abortions without limits, and as a result, 45% of abortions are done unsafely.
Abortion in Spain is legal with some restrictions. Abortion during the first trimester is legal upon request. However, abortion during the second trimester is legal only when there is serious risk to the health of the mother or the fetus.
Abortion legislation in Spain has a varied history. During the 1930s, abortion law was liberalized in a government controlled by the Republicans, but this was short-lived. Franco's regime was supported by the Catholic Church and he outlawed abortion. The laws were relaxed in 1985 and further liberalized in 2010. Today, abortion remains a controversial political issue in Spain.
This is the scene of the first nationwide feminist strike in Spain's history, organized by Madrid's 8M Commission last year. We spoke to Yolanda Iglesias, a representative from the 8M Commission, who works to extend the values of the feminist movement to territories outside the center of Madrid. She strongly supports women's right to have an abortion.
La decisión tiene que ser única y exclusivamente de la mujer.
The decision has to be solely and exclusively by women. What the state has to guarantee is that this decision of the women can be carried out. So what we demand is the autonomy of women to always decide if they want to abort or decide that they do not want to. In the case in which they want to have an abortion, the state must guarantee that the access to that health benefit be possible and in conditions of total security, legality, and free access for every woman, no matter where she comes from. Right now, as is the situation with the rise of the extreme right party, we cannot lower our guard and must continue fighting and continue with our agenda of claims. I will continue to order that abortion is removed from the Criminal Code of Spain and continue demanding sexual education in schools.
We visited Patricia Vaca at Sergine Medica Gynecological Medical Center in Madrid to get a better perspective from inside the women's health industry on future solutions on this issue.
Por supuesto, es un derecho que la mujer tiene para decidir.
Of course, it is a right that women have that is important. It is the decision of being a mother. It is deciding on what you want to do with your own body. I think that in Spain, it is very important to continue sensitizing the whole process of voluntary interruption of pregnancy, since there is a lot of information that is not true. On the other hand, it seems fundamental to me to have a sexual education plan within the educational program, and it has to be transversal from primary school to high school, at all levels, teachers, students, and families.
However, not all Spanish people feel this way. We caught up with Jorge Menendez Pidal, a student and member of Mas Vida, a pro-life organization whose mission is to raise awareness about abortion and to move society toward a world that allows the right to life for everyone by prohibiting abortion.
Obviamente la opinión es estar en contra del aborto.
Obviously, our opinion is against abortion. Delving into it, the human being existence starts since the conception. Without external interference, there will be a human being. Since that's the creation, he or she is a human person with a right to life. Getting an abortion is not a right because it goes against the right to life of the fetus. So there should be no involvement and ideally no interference. When an ovum and a sperm come together, they will be a human being. No details should limit the definition of when it becomes human. 14 weeks is when the nervous system is developed, but what makes us a human being is not that system. With that definition, we could move the line whenever we want.
As we can see, the debate on abortion rights in Spain is polarized, with both sides fighting to defend different human rights. On one side, pro-choice supporters are fighting for the right of women to decide the fate of her own body, while the pro-life side defends the right to life starting at conception.
It will be interesting to see what rights take precedence as the discussion about abortion rights continues into the future.
For Carlos Tercero News, this has been a special report by Group 5. Thanks for joining us.